Hi there. Little bit of commentary on playing the ladder exercises. You're moving about well, but I've noticed quite a bit of buzzing on them, which means they're not being fretted quite hard enough or cleanly enough. So one way to make life easier, depending on the action, how much movement there is in a string, how high it is off the fretboard, it may be more awkward playing those notes up here for you. So to make life easier, you're playing them starting at the 5th position. You can put a capo on the 4 position, and that will pull the string down closer to the fretboard, and then you might find it a lot easier to fret those and get a clean fretting, because there isn't such a high action. You don't need so much tension to press. And you just go through exactly the same actions. When you've got proficient at doing that cleanly, then move the capo down a bit, but keep playing them in the same position. And then move it down again and again until eventually you can play those notes cleanly without any buzzing. Okay. One other thing I'd say, oh yes. One thing you were doing is this. So you're playing da 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 instead of evenly. This is not too big of a deal, because you've managed the important thing, which is to get your fingers to be in the right places, like that. You've got that one working. Now that your fingers know roughly what to do, get that metronome going, and that will keep you steady and try and hit the beats on the metronome to get an even sound. Okay? So throw that metronome in and start slowly. Okay? Slow and perfect is what gets you there. Fast and sloppy trains you to be perfect at playing fast and sloppy. So slow it down, especially with the spider exercises with 3 fingers. Okay. You said you've got problems using the pinky. You're finding that difficult. Then what I suggest you do is just take 2 notes like that and just practice going. Isolation, repetition. Take just those 2 fingers and just do that. Just get that pinky used to doing that little movement, and then say do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next string. The nice thing about doing it 4 times is your fingers are working, which is a good thing, but it also gives you time to get ready for the move to the next one. Okay, so you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and while you're doing that simple movement, you can be preparing yourself for the move to the next string. Okay, so take those two fingers, isolate them, work on that pinky. Yeah. Any problems that you get, the solution is always to isolate the little bit that's difficult and practice it intensively and slowly. Build up speed, but always play at the speed that you can play at. Okay? Don't try and rush it. If you're doing something new, like when I learned this picking style, it took me about 4 weeks of struggling desperately, just separating my thumb bit out, getting used to my thumb just doing that little movement between two strings. And then throwing in gradually building it up. You just isolate parts of it, get them working, and then throw in other bits. And eventually it all comes together. Eventually, if you get all the bricks of the house right, then you can build the house with it. But if the bricks are crappy, the house falls down. Okay. Right. Ciao for now.